The best player I play with, I will say Sadio Mane, because I know him from a long time. He's a good friend, a brother, and a very, really good player. I like a talented player. The craziest thing he did on the football pitch is when we played, I think, qualification for the Africa Cup. We played, I think, outside in the Swatini. And he was like drawing 0-0, and he take the ball from the back and he dribble all the team and he go and scored. And I think this is the more crazy thing he did, because he make like 2 nutmeg and he scored, and for me it was unbelievable. Sadio in training is really easy. He do what he pass in his head. He's really simple. He don't like do some cinema. He like to be easy. But when you see him with the ball on the feet, it look like the ball is his brother, so it's amazing.
How many times has he done that for you?
For the moment not, but I hope it won't, because when he have the ball, I try to be like far away of him, because we don't want to have duel each other, so we just stay far away of each other. I have the luck to play against a lot of good players. I play against Ronaldo, Messi, so they are the best one I play against. But my first years when I came in Italy, when I played against Carlo Tevez, was really, really hard. And against Benzema also in the Champions League was hard. So I will say maybe Karim Benzema, because I'm a defender and I was always in contact with him, so I will say Karim Benzema. No, when I play against the big players, I try to be myself, to don't have a lot of stress, to don't think too much about them, because sometimes when you are focused on one player, there is like other ones who are scoring, so you have to think about everything, to think about your team, yourself, and to do your best to beat those players. It's really hard, but this is a good way to have motivation for me to play against the best player, and to show that I'm a good defender. The best match I ever played, I think it was the qualification for the World Cup, Senegal, Egypt. We lost 1-0 in Egypt, yeah, and after when we reached Senegal, and we playing this game at home against, for me, against Egypt was the most important game of my life, because I wanted to reach this World Cup, and it was really an amazing game, and I think it's the more important game I play in my life. First of all, the atmosphere before the game was really, really, really beautiful. The supporters was all, I think, from 8 o'clock in the morning in the stadium. And they was all waiting for this game, and we wanted to start this game really, really hard. And we scored, I think, after 7 minutes with Buleja, and all the game was amazing, because we had to score a second goal to go through the next round. But we draw at the end of the game, and we win in the penalties. So for us was really, really beautiful, because our country was waiting this for a long time, and for me it's a good souvenir. We remember that the penalties was really, really stressful, because a lot of us missed the penalties, so it was really stressful. But after the game, when we won the game, I was really happy, and all my family and friends were in the stadium, because it was the first game in the new stadium of the Senegal. So we were all happy, and we went to eat all together and to have party all together. And I stayed with my family, because my wife, my son was at this game, so I was really happy to pass this time with them. I think this game against Egypt and the final of the Africa Cup are the best moment I reached in the football in my life, because we won for the first time the title of Africa Cup, and for the Senegal was the first time, and was also the qualification for the World Cup. So I think 2022 was the best moment of my life in the football. The stadium I ever played it is the Maradona Stadium in Napoli. because the atmosphere is amazing, the supporters are amazing. Every game was all the same, like a lot of support of the supporters. The tifosi was amazing, and you know, when you play in Napoli, I think is the best way to explain you is just to go to the stadium and to feel the atmosphere, and you will understand why I stayed there for 8 years. I think that Maradona Stadium is the most loud stadium I ever played it, because the evening of Champions League, when you hear the hymn of the Champions League, you can feel everything. You can feel the supporters, you can feel all. I stopped to watch this game. I will say the experience, if I can steal the experience of Thiago Silva, I will steal it, because I'm lucky to play with him today. He's a really good defender, a legend for everybody, I think, in the football. And at 37 to do what he's doing is really amazing. And for me, if I can steal his experience, it will be nice for me. The fastest player for me in Chelsea squad is Reece James. I think it's Reece James. The strongest player, I will take Ruben Loftus-Cheek. The best West. The best West, I will say Trevor Chalobah, because he liked this thing of the clauses and everything, the mode to go to have some shooting. So I will say Trevor Chalobah. The West, he just came before me, Cucurella.
Why? What's so bad?
No,
When does he need to improve?
Cucu need to improve everything from the top till the end, everything. He cannot do it. I don't know how his wife is doing with him. Maybe his wife has to choose the clothes for him now, because he's choosing alone and he's making a lot of mess.